So we ovulate, and that is kind of the peak. This is what everything is revolving around, right? It's called our menstrual cycle, but it should really be called our ovulatory cycle because everything is working around this one moment where the egg gets released from the follicle and travels down the fallopian tube and waits in our uterus to be fertilized. And so this happens, and it's only 48-hour event, and then it's done. And then the egg waits and waits and waits and waits to be fertilized, and it will wait for 12 to 14 days. So this is our luteal phase. So after the egg has been released, it stays in our uterus for 24 hours, and then it goes through a process called artresia, where the egg basically just dies and gets reabsorbed into the body. But the body will wait for 14 days to see if that egg has been fertilized. And so it will continuously produce progesterone, right? The progestation hormone. This is now when we cross over from the estrogen dominant phase into the progesterone dominant phase. So we ovulate, and then the body starts producing progesterone. And it's actually the egg in our uterus that signals to the brain, produce progesterone, produce progesterone, produce progesterone. And this is when our body starts going into rest and protect mode. So we can feel that energetic shift after we ovulate as we go into our luteal phase. If we experience PMS, usually we get a lot more cravings. We eat a lot more, we want to rest more, we want to hibernate. This is because we're in that progestation period. The body still thinks there might be a chance that I'm pregnant. And so I'm going to protect this potential life at all costs. And so during this phase, it's actually harder to build muscle and burn fat. Your metabolism also increases, so you actually need more calories than you do in your other phases during this phase. So I always say to women, if you're craving chocolate, eat chocolate. It's probably your body asking for magnesium. I give myself a break during my luteal phase. If I want to eat a little more, I eat a little more. I still exercise every day, but I change how hard I work during this phase. And a lot of people do that on their bleed, but I also do it in my luteal phase because this is when we're most susceptible to stress. So a lot of women these days are actually progesterone deficient. And so it's causing a lot of hormonal imbalances. And when we're producing too much cortisol, we actually don't have enough cholesterol. When we don't have enough cholesterol, we actually can't make our sex hormones. We can't make estrogen and progesterone, and because the body prioritizes cortisol. And so during this phase, we're more susceptible to stress. So I recommend not fasting during this phase. I recommend not traveling during this phase. I recommend not over-exercising and under-eating this phase because it will really affect your overall hormone balance.